gentlemen, boys and girls, stop what you're doing, stop playing the game, stop cooking, get out the bed, go for a walk, do something beneficial for your day. Had them AirPods in, know why you doing it? Because over here is just hoops. Hey, my brother, I'm Amari. This is Darion. Can't forget again. Um, how you feeling, Mel?
Switch it up today. How you feeling? You always ask me. I'm asking you today.
Hey man, I appreciate you asking, dog. Feeling good. In Florida right now with it. As you can see, another different background for me today. In Tampa with it. Can't complain about nothing, bro. Great weather, sun out every day, you know, get to train a little bit while I'm down here. So, everything good over here, dog.
Yeah, can't relate. A little cold day today
Mm.
in the 40s.
Ah,
I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So yeah, surviving in Indiana,
yeah, talk about spring break, man.
man,
Yeah, it was snowing when I left Monday night or
s-
Sunday night, Sunday night.
snowing is crazy.
Yeah, bro. When I was driving back, yeah, we had went to cheesecake, and then when I was driving back, some snow definitely started hitting my windshield.
That's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. Like, there has to be a point when we're past all the cold, and it warmed up a little bit. We can't go back from that though. You know what I mean?
You can't. Yeah, we can't go from 70s to snow.
Right,
That
right. The
that's
day I came back from school, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. I had pants on and I was sweating under the pants. Like, I was feeling great.
yeah. I came home. I had shorts and short sleeve on.
Mm,
I
yeah, man. Life was good for that 3 day stretch.
3 day stretch for real. Yeah, it was
Three
peak.
days, man. Yeah, man.
Everybody smiling.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Everybody smiling, good moods,
Facts. Sun out. Everybody day was great.
all
Yeah.
trolls.
Yeah, but gotta go hop into Mari's question of the day. Got a interesting one for you today. I saw, with March Madness coming around. Um, Bleacher Report, House of Highlights, one of them had posted what college wins with their school like at the best of their best. Now, in this graphic, um, it's not like all time. It's kind of just recent history. So what they have on the graphic here: Duke, Kyrie, Jason Tatum, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Marvin Bagley. Kentucky, John Wall, Book, Jamal Murray, Anthony Davis, and Julius Randle. Right now, they also got other schools. So UCLA, Hey Love, Lonzo, Zach Levine, Westbrook, Norm Powell, Texas, Miles Turner, Kevin Durant, Jared Allen, Avery Bradley, PJ Tucker. You can even throw USC in here. Kevin Porter Jr., DeMar DeRozan, Mobley, DeAnthony Melton, and Vucevic. So, I mean, I feel like Kansas and Michigan don't compete. Like, good teams, solid teams, but I don't think they compete.
I mean, the other teams, they was good too, but do they really compete with Duke and Kentucky?
Yeah, for me, I feel like Kentucky, the John Wall AD college combination might set them over the top. I mean, Duke
But
has an overall
Zion,
better overall
Zion,
better five. I
Kyrie,
feel like Duke has an overall better five, but I don't know, bro. AD in college was a monster. John Wall, I mean, we got two number one picks here. I mean, but then Duke got two as well, actually. So that's tough. That would be a great final for March Madness.
that'd be amazing. I don't
So
I don't know.
I think I am going Duke.
I think I'll go
Um,
Duke too.
yeah, I think I'm going Duke. Even though the size of Kentucky, oh, no, I can't even say that. They got Julius Randle and Anthony Davis down low, but then, you know, your wings are Jamal Murray or John Wall. and
Right.
Devin Booker. You know what I mean? And one of them got to guard Brandon Ingram or Jason Tatum. Like, that's cake work right there.
Yeah. I just Kyrie and Zion would be so crazy. 11
Yeah,
game, 11
facts.
game Kyrie and Zion at Duke.
Now, off the top of your head, can you name any players that would make these teams better? Let's just say all time.
All time. I think we keep it recent. They went recent, keep it recent.
Anybody?
I mean, personally, I'm throwing Cam on Duke. I think he'd be a good 3 and D player off the bench.
Okay, I'm talking about just replacing anybody from
Oh,
the five.
replacing?
Yeah, because off the top of my head, I'm thinking Boogie
Oh,
for
yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Shea,
AD.
Shea got to be in the mix for Kentucky.
For Shea for who?
Maybe Jamal Murray,
I'm putting D Fox before I put Shea.
D Fox. Yeah,
I'm
D
putting
Fox. I'm rocking with that. I was thinking D Fox too. Um, Off the top of my head, I can't think of any
off
other Duke guys that I would.
for Duke. No, I can't think of anybody I'd replace.
Paolo.
Oh, it was nice at Duke.
I mean, Coop,
What's a Duke five again?
Kyrie, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Zion, Bagley.
The only one on that list I feel like could be changed is Bag.
Right, right. And even Bag was
And
really good at
even
Duke.
even Bagley was
You
nice.
know,
I
top
don't
five pick for a reason.
I don't want to move him for real, but he's the only one I would move.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the odd man out. I don't really know. I think Paolo or Coop, off the top of my head, that's the only two I could think of to
Yeah,
replace.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I can't think of nobody else.
Nah, I really can't.
Yeah, but I mean, Duke overall, the depth of Duke, even if you give him a bench, I think Duke still pulls out over Kentucky.
Yeah, because I mean, you got them two right there. You got who else would be off the bench? Like I Cam.
I mean, RJ Cam, you could throw in there.
Yeah, not Duke. Duke always has some. They always got firepower,
Right, right.
and I mean Kentucky always has firepower as well. But it's just Duke has. They just got a different level, and it's always at different times. Kentucky, you see a lot of people, a lot of those guys at the same time. So it doesn't take a.
Hey,
But
you know what? I was just like, I'm looking it up now. Cat, Kentucky.
Adam was at Kentucky. Yeah,
Um, Malik Monk was good at Kentucky.
that's what I was thinking.
Rondo went to
College.
Kentucky.
I didn't know that.
Um, yeah, but I mean, what I was thinking though, thinking of Kentucky reminded me of the Harrison twins. Hey, them boys was a problem.
Yeah, them boys were a problem.
Them boys was a problem.
Them boys.
And, I mean, I can barely remember that tournament, but I just remember like, all of the talk being about the Harrison twins.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, nah. The Harrison twins, they was nice. What they go that year? I don't remember exactly. Sweet.
I don't remember.
They went on a run though, but in Kentucky fashion, fell short. Um, but now them boys was given it was giving trouble out for sure.
Yeah, today we're gonna go through our bracket predictions. How many brackets did you create so far?
I had to work, so I only did one for boys, one for girls, our men's and women's.
Oh, okay. I had five. Yeah, I had five brackets that I created. Um, the problem is I created them on my iPad and I'm on my iPad, but I can go through. I can tell you which ones I had here. So I mean, let's start at the top. South, uh, South region, 116 Auburn,
Auburn.
Louisville, Creighton.
I got Creighton.
I got Creighton as well. Michigan, UC San Diego.
I was debated, bro. I don't know. On my original bracket, I put Michigan, but on some of my other brackets, I might gotta flop that around because
I think I have Michigan on all my brackets actually. I'm not really familiar with UC San Diego. You got some intel on them that need to be shared, or
30-win team. That's all I would say.
all right, okay.
I,
The numbers don't lie.
yeah.
Texas A&M Yale.
I had A&M, but I heard some people saying Yale might can do it. But I
I don't
got
know, bro. I got A&M.
yeah.
Uh, them boys very. You don't know what you're gonna get out of them, but their best brand of basketball is like I think it's levels ahead of what Yale can give you. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about all the SEC schools. I'm like, I can't count them out just because of the division they're in.
Right, right. I was definitely SEC, yeah, more biased to SEC teams just
Yeah.
because of the like day in day out competition that they played against.
Yeah.
That gives us Ole Miss next.
I had Ole Miss. I was debating on this one too, if they get San Diego State, not if they get UNC.
Oh, you think so? You think they walk through UNC?
Yeah, UNC does. UNC might get walked through in their playing game.
You think San Diego State gives them a game?
I don't know. Not a game. It could be a game. I just think they have more of a shot than UNC has.
I don't know. I wouldn't count UNC out. I think they have been playing like their best. I know you're mad because IU didn't make it, but let's
Bro,
be
you're
honest here.
ridiculous, bro.
Let's be honest here.
Let's be honest.
UNC has been playing a better brand of basketball than they have all season recently. Am I right or wrong?
UNC's one quality win is against UCLA at the beginning.
Okay, okay, okay. UNC as of late has been playing better basketball than they have all season. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. You can say the
I'm
same for
not saying, I'm not saying this is not an argument for IU. I'm just saying I don't think UNC gets dog walked in this tournament.
hey, we'll see on the 21st, I guess, if they even get there. But
All right. Um, Iowa State Lipscomb up next.
Iowa State.
Iowa State. Marquette, New Mexico. Hey, hold on. Timeout. Let's rewind. What
You
happened? What happened to that whole Lipscomb
Come on, bro.
that you was talking about?
I was trolling, and then
No, you weren't.
I had
No,
to
you
see.
weren't.
I saw seating and stuff, so then it didn't work out how I wanted it.
So you just gonna back out on your word now.
I'm not backing out. I'm just, there's a grand prize. There's a $30,000 grand prize, so I had
All
to
right.
had
All
to
right.
reevaluate some things.
Hey, I didn't sign up for that. Ain't no sports gambling over here.
That's
No,
not gambling. I did
no, no,
gamble.
no, 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 no.
Put money
Listen,
in.
listen, 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 listen. There's no sports gambling over here. I'm abiding by all the NCAA college athlete rules. There is no gambling over here.
That's gambling.
Um,
I didn't know that was
hey,
considered
we just going I ain't in it.
type.
Marquette, New Mexico.
This could be a dogfight, but I have Marquette pulling it out.
Yeah, I have Marquette as well. When I had said that I don't think Marquette would be a good like tournament team, I feel like they have a very favorable path to the Sweet 16. Like if they had a different path, I don't think I would have them going as far.
Yeah,
We'll get into that after in the next round, but Marquette, I feel like has a pretty good path, you know. Michigan State, Bryant,
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Florida, Norfolk State.
Oh, we're going straight down. Florida.
Oh, you want to go second round
No, that's
first?
cool. I just didn't know. We could go.
Okay. UConn, Oklahoma.
UConn.
I have Oklahoma.
I
I
can't.
don't know. I mean, I know it was hard for me. In other brackets, I definitely picked UConn, but in my first bracket, I picked Oklahoma. Obviously, UConn is tournament proven. But this is part of my SEC bias playing in. Oklahoma was a team that was ranked very highly before SEC play started. And, they showed against outside of SEC competition that they can be a top 15 team in the nation. So I feel like, outside of SEC competition, they'll start showing that again. Uh, and that boy fears about to have him a legacy game.
I just I can't count UConn out. And then I don't know if you saw the video of Florida when they found out their seeding and who they would end up playing the winner of if they won against Norfolk. But as
I
soon
didn't see that.
as coach said UConn, them boys
You got quiet?
got quiet, locked in.
Not scared. Come on now. Not
I,
as a one seed coming off an SEC championship. You should have all the
UConn
confidence in the world.
back-to-back champs, bro. You don't want to see them tournament time.
Still, man. That's I don't like that as a coach. What are we scared of? We're aren't they just they're number three in the nation right now?
Go for
After
it.
the I
Yeah,
think two or three. What are we scared of? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's UConn. They won back to back, but it's not the same UConn that we've seen in the past 2 years.
it's not, but it is still UConn.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Memphis, Colorado State,
Memphis,
Memphis as well. Maryland, Grand Canyon,
Maryland,
Maryland as well. Missouri, Drake,
Drake. I went away from my U.
Drake. I went Drake as well. Yeah, I mean, watching Drake, their defense, bro,
Yeah,
that like in the half court is so hard to score on them because they have length everywhere, and it just looks like they take up so much space on the court defensively. You know what I mean?
no, yeah, they played a great brand of defense.
Yeah, and then offensively, that boy Bennett he gonna give you buckets, gonna pull some shots out of nothing. So I mean, I feel like Drake that's a tough 11 seed right there,
That is a tough 11 seed. That's not 11
super
seed.
tough for sure, for sure. T Tech UNC Wilmington.
T-Tech,
Yep. Hold on, my what's next?
Kansas, Arkansas.
Kansas Arkansas.
I got Arkansas.
I have Arkansas as well. Kansas is just so inconsistent, bro, and like they don't even when I watch them play, every time I watch them play, I'm not impressed by anything.
No, I'm not
You know what I
impressed.
mean? Hunter Dickinson, his year has been pretty much awful.
Yeah,
The amount of mistakes that he makes and like it, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? He's not looked like the same player at all this year. You feel me?
no, yeah, he definitely. It wasn't even not all year, really. It was like halfway through. Halfway through the year,
Mhm.
it just fell apart. But I lost faith in Kansas when I see them blow that 20-point lead to Baylor. At
Yeah,
at that point, I was like, this team is not what it was. Not, it's over.
yeah.
And
We're gonna see the battle of the footers here.
yeah,
Edicic versus Dickinson. Yeah. So next up, St. John's, Omaha.
St. John,
St. John's. East Division, Duke versus whoever.
Duke.
Duke. Mississippi State, Baylor.
It's gonna be a game.
This is this is probably the one I was most back and forth about in the first round.
Yeah, I was stuck on. I had to skip this game and just do everything else because I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know with this one. This honestly is like a guess for me.
I, I put Baylor, but I don't know.
I
I,
did too.
I don't have a
I don't even know
reason.
why. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know why. I don't know why. I just picked Baylor.
I just picked Baylor. Uh, yeah, that'd be. I
No,
don't.
nothing more to say to
I
that. I
don't.
just
Yeah, Baylor.
Oregon Liberty,
I have Oregon,
Oregon as well. Arizona Akron,
Zona.
Donna. BYU VCU,
I BYU,
BYU. Wisconsin Montana,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin as well. St. Mary's Vanderbilt.
I put Vandy.
This is another one I looked into it a lot more than other matchups.
Hmm.
And St. Mary's not being able to win their conference, not being able to edge out against Gonzaga, and they lost pretty dominantly, pretty badly. I don't think that they have like I feel like it seemed like St. Mary's is a momentum team.
Hmm.
Schools like that have a lot of momentum going into the tournament, and that's how they end up making their runs. And I picked Vanderbilt as well because of the loss that they just came off of in the final of their conference. And we talked about how conference tournaments matter and don't matter. And I
Yeah,
think a team like St. Mary's
they
winning the
matter.
conference tournament, it matters. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, no, it definitely matters. For my pick, I used the SEC bias. You're able to make the tournament in the SEC.
Yeah,
You had to play some games, win some tough games, and
right.
it comes to show tournament time if your team is tough or not.
Facts.
And I just
Facts.
they'll out physical them.
Yeah, any SEC team that's below an 8 seed is a really tough game.
Yeah,
That's a really tough game. But yeah, I have Vanderbilt as well. Alabama, Robert Morris.
Robert Morris. No, I'm just playing. I got Bama.
We ain't even gonna react to that love, whatever that was. Um, Houston, that's how you eat.
Houston.
Houston. Zaga, Georgia.
I got Georgia.
I got Georgia as well. Gonzaga's season isn't really that impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, when Gonzaga's good, obviously, like they dominate their conference. They're one of the top 10 teams in the country. But their season isn't really that good. They won the conference championship, as I just said, but they didn't have a great season.
No, yeah, that on paper, nothing stood out when I looked at them. They had quality wins. They had some losses as well, but yeah, nothing like prior years where they were one seeds or two seeds being
Yeah,
dominant. That's not
yeah,
there anymore.
facts. Yeah, SEC bias a little bit here too.
Yeah,
Clemson, McNeese,
Clemson,
Purdue, High Point.
High Point, honest,
Now,
honest answer.
now I can't remember. I can't remember if I put Purdue out. This is why I wish I could look at my bracket. Um, am I still good? Like, can you see? You can see me
Yeah,
good.
I can still see you.
I can pull it up then. But while we do that, while I do that, Illinois versus Texas or Xavier.
I have Illinois. I think it's in the same situation of I think they walk Xavier. It'll be an easier game for them. Texas will give them a run, but I think
Mhm.
Illinois comes through with the win either way.
Now, I'm banking on Texas to get this win. Um, I got Texas coming out of here.
Got Texas.
I got Texas. Yeah, I did pick High Point. I picked High Point as a 13 seed.
I just Purdue, man. They
Oh, I'm mistaken. My first bracket that I created, I picked Illinois, but I really believe in Texas for some reason, bro. In all of my other brackets, I think I might have put Texas.
I just Illinois. I mean, I've seen Illinois play. I've seen their highs, their lows, but I think their team, if they get in stride early, then they're good. It's just
Yeah.
art if they're able to get that stride.
Uh,
That's gonna be the hard part. But
yeah.
first game, I think first game usually goes as planned majority of the time. So I think they'll be okay, be able to pull out a win.
Well, also 6 versus 11 seeds is a big upset matchup
That is a big upset.
historically.
Yeah,
Uh, so it's not gonna be easy for sure. No matter who they get, Texas or Xavier. But yeah, I had Illinois, a good basketball team, definitely shown their flaws a little bit in the Big Ten tournament, especially in
definitely.
that loss to Maryland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got them at the first round, and then Kentucky versus Troy,
Kentucky.
Kentucky, UCLA, Utah State.
I got Utah State.
Hmm. Any reasoning here?
I was just looking at the paper and stuff and UCLA, they also nothing really stood out to me. You know, they lost to Michigan. They beat Michigan State, but lost to Illinois, lost to Purdue, lost to Wisconsin. So all the best teams in the conference they're losing to. Utah State, I mean, they stuck around in their conference. They lost to New Mexico twice, Boise State, Colorado, knocked off San Diego State, beat them twice, knocked off St. Mary's. I just, on paper, they look better, and UCLA, they're a team that nothing really stands out to me. So I think that they could be slip up, make a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, I picked UCLA more conference bias. Obviously they play tougher competition.
Yeah,
So I mean, I went UCLA. No big reason in there for me. Next up, I had Tennessee over Wofford, obviously,
yeah,
and now we're into the round of 32, right?
yep.
All right, let's hop back up to the South region. Auburn, Louisville. No, Auburn, Creighton. Sorry.
Creighton, yeah. I'm gonna go Auburn, but they gonna have to fight. They're gonna have to fight Creighton to get through that game.
Yeah, bro. I really wanted to pick Creighton here.
I did want to
Uh,
pick Creighton.
I really wanted to pick Creighton here. Um, I don't know, bro. I couldn't do it. As much as I want Auburn to go home early, I'm hating big time. Gotta give respect where respect is due. They are a pretty all around team. Not a lot that they can't do on the court. So, as good as Creighton has shown in their conference tournament, I still got Auburn.
Yeah, no, I really did want to pick Creighton too, but I can't count Auburn out. Not round of 32.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, Next up, Michigan, Texas A&M.
This is also a
Oh,
dub.
you had San Diego. Did you
I,
have San Diego here?
I did, I
Yes,
did.
San Diego.
Yeah,
So I have Michigan, Texas A&M. You have Texas A&M, San
San.
Diego.
I got A&M coming out over San Diego.
I have Michigan. I have Michigan beating Texas A&M. I mean, they're on a roll right now, bro. And like we saw against Wisconsin, it wasn't pretty at all, but they showed that they could grind out games. And they it was a tough win against Maryland as well. Obviously, that buzzer beater layup that killed me. But we didn't even talk about that. The score after the cover tournament, our scores,
Oh, yeah. I
our
mean,
predictions.
I think you still ended up being up one.
No, I think we tied because we'll talk about it after the bracket.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, I got Michigan here. They're on a roll right now over Texas A&M. You have Texas A&M advancing.
yeah.
Okay. Ole Miss, Iowa State.
I got Ole Miss.
I have Ole Miss as well. Their defense, bro, is they play, bro. They play really good. They were able to hold Alabama to a low scoring game and Auburn, two out of best offenses in the nation. So I mean, that defense is just suffocating.
Yeah, I picked them off the sole purpose that Iowa State has proved time and time again that they're crackable. They started off hot, but they just late in the season, they just started to show signs of weaknesses and shown that they could be exploited. And I think it'll get shown
Mhm.
again going against a tough SEC school.
Yeah. Um, Marquette, Michigan State.
I got Michigan State. I wanted to take Marquette, but Michigan State's like the Auburn. You can't not round to 32. I can't count them out.
Yeah, yeah, that was the same thing for me. I was just like, I wanted to pick Marquette, but seeing Michigan State get eliminated as a 2 seed, winning the Big Ten in the regular season, in the round of 32 getting eliminated, it just didn't look great on my bracket.
Yeah, no,
So yeah, I took Michigan State here as well.
yeah,
Florida, you have UConn, I have Oklahoma.
yeah. I had, I mean, after I saw that video, I switched my answer. I
Oh,
put
you have UConn.
I put UConn the way them how the boys like they looked scared for real. Like they look like they saw a ghost.
I mean, I have Florida, and even if in my other brackets when I did pick UConn over Oklahoma, I still got Florida. I mean, bro, they look like such a good basketball team right now. Like that whole SEC tournament, they look dominant. You know what
They
I mean?
did. They did.
They commanded like every game that they played, and it was really like scary for other teams, that got to go against them.
Yeah, my other brackets, I'll probably have Florida winning, but I saw that video and it really did. It changed me, and
Change your whole answer.
it did. Yeah, it had me thinking.
Next up, Memphis, Maryland.
This was gonna be a tough game. I this was I really couldn't pick. Like I think for all my other brackets, I'm just gonna have to go back and forth.
Mhm.
But this one I had Maryland.
I had Maryland as well. I'm pretty high on Maryland, and even after that loss, they lost in a that buzzer beater was tough, but they were still playing really good basketball. Dogged on Illinois, lost obviously on a buzzer beater to Michigan. They playing really good basketball right now.
They are playing good ball, but that Memphis team is tough.
Yeah, for sure.
Penny getting them right. Um, they going.
It's gonna be a tough game for
It's
sure.
definitely gonna be a tough game.
That'll be a really good game. Drake, Texas Tech.
I got Drake.
I got Drake. Drake Sweet 16. Drake to the Sweet 16. Um, I mean, we talked about Drake's defense in
Yeah,
the last one, and the same thing applies here for me.
me too. That's why I went with him.
Arkansas St. John's.
I got St. John's. This Arkansas team is coached by Coach Cal, and we know what Coach Cal does once it comes tournament time, and that's fold, no doubt. And
Mm,
the St. John's team is nice, well-rounded, great defensive team, dogfight team, and they're gonna. I see them coming out over Arkansas.
yeah, I got St. John's as well. Yeah, I'm ready to get him to Sweet 16. Duke Baylor.
I got Duke.
Duke as well. No explanation needed.
Yeah,
Oregon Arizona.
I got Oregon.
I have Zona.
I like that Oregon team. After watching the IU game, the Oregon team is nice,
Uh,
and Arizona. I feel like they're crackable as well. And they don't depend on Caleb Love, but the game Caleb Love is having more than likely will determine the outcome of their game. So
mm.
if he's not on, then it can hurt them.
See, the thing about Caleb Love, he's gonna get his shots up no matter what.
Yeah,
He getting his shots up. He's gonna have the volume go up, but I feel like he hasn't been efficient, and they've shown that they can still win when he's not efficient in this Big 12 tournament. I feel like, and that was a big swing factor for me. I kind of thought they were dependent on Caleb Love as well, but even when he's inefficient, and he's gonna get points on the board no matter what
yeah.
because of how much he's shooting the ball. But even when he's inefficient, they found ways to win. So I got Arizona.
I Oregon. I also think they just get hot at the right time. So I can see another game where they just know when to flip that switch, turn it on, and they're
Mm,
able to pull away.
yeah. BYU, Wisconsin.
I got Wisconsin.
I got BYU.
Hey, watching Wisconsin play that championship game and the other games as well. That championship game was just bad basketball, both sides.
Yeah.
But it's there. I see it. They get good looks on the 3-point line. They attack, they play good defense. I just I don't remember what they shot in the championship game, but I don't think that percentage is gonna be that low again. With
Mhm.
the amount of shots they shoot, I think they're bound to get more to fall in a setting like this, and they're able to knock off this BYU team.
Obviously BYU's depth um is their biggest thing, and how many guys that they have that can shoot the basketball, they're gonna put up a lot of points. And honestly, I just want to see the BYU Alabama game. If we get BYU Alabama, that might be game of the year,
That would be a great game.
and I want that. And that's why I have Bama over Vanderbilt as well.
I
Well,
bet
not that's why, but we got Bama over Vanderbilt.
I got Bama as well.
Next up, Houston, Georgia.
I got Houston,
Houston. Clemson, High Point.
Clemson.
Clemson. Illinois, Kentucky.
I got Kentucky,
I have Illinois.
Illinois. Illinois. I think they have just shown too many weaknesses, and they've shown that, like you said, in the game against Maryland, that's what they played, right?
Yeah.
Terrible. They played Duke at Madison Square Garden, got 30 balled. When he's played these good teams, these really good teams, they just fold. They don't show up. And I think this is an example of a really good Kentucky team, a well-coached Kentucky team. And I think Illinois is not going to show up here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even have a reasoning really for picking Illinois over Kentucky. Um, it's just a feeling. When you clicking through this bracket, sometimes you just get that feeling.
I
And I
know
got the feeling in this game.
I know what you said.
Tennessee, UCLA.
Tennessee. Well, I had
Tennessee as
Utah
well.
State, but I still got
Oh,
Tennessee.
oh, okay, okay. Now we're Sweet 16.
Yep. Swear to God.
Auburn. I have Michigan. You have Texas A&M.
Yep. Uh, I think Auburn, another dogfight, but they pull it out.
Yeah, I got Auburn as well.
I dogfight either way, Michigan or Texas A&M.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, but
Um, we saw Texas A&M beat Auburn at the end of the regular season in SEC. So,
yep.
I mean, it'll definitely be some more added to that game. Um, but next up, Ole Miss, Michigan State.
I got Michigan State.
Me as well.
They're a very well-rounded team. Don't I don't know. I just can't see them falling. Like,
Yeah, it just felt wrong picking against them.
yeah, it did.
Florida, Maryland.
I got UConn, but I got Maryland.
Oh, okay. Oh, you had
I got
oh you
UConn.
had UConn, Maryland.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot you had Florida going on. Uh, so you had Maryland over UConn.
yeah.
So you're and then Drake St. John's.
hmm I
What
got
was the winner there?
I got St. John.
Give me Drake.
You got Drake Elite Eight.
Drake to the Elite Eight. This is my Cinderella story right here. Drake to the Elite Eight. Um,
I'm not bad at that. I'm not bad at that.
you can't be, man. Drake is a really good basketball team,
They're
bro.
a really good team.
And I really hope that they show up to play.
I, of this conference, besides whatever team comes out on top, Drake is the team I think that will give St. John's the most trouble.
What do you mean of this conference of the region?
Not of this region, yeah.
You
Besides like Maryland, Yukon, Florida up
uh
there. I think I think that Drake is the only team that will give them trouble
mhm,
or make it a little more difficult than the other ones.
right. Um, so then let's just hop over to okay, Duke. Duke, Arizona.
I got Duke, Oregon, but I got Duke.
Oh, okay. I got Duke as well. Um, Duke. Oh, my fault. Jump the gun. BYU, Bama.
I got Wisconsin, Bama, but I got Bama.
I got Bama as well. Bro, I really want that BYU Bama game, man.
That would be a great game.
That's must see TV right there.
That would be a great game. Forget the other games. I'm locked in on that.
Facts, facts. Houston, Clemson,
I got Houston.
and then you have Kentucky, Tennessee. I have Illinois, Tennessee. I got Tennessee.
I got Tennessee.
All right, Elite Eight.
Elite Eight.
Auburn, Michigan State.
This was this was hard, and I really don't know. My other brackets, I might. That's an interchangeable one, but I went Auburn.
I want Auburn as well. I don't know if Michigan State can hang with Auburn.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they can either.
They're a good team, but I don't think that Michigan State's a great team.
Auburn's a
You know what I
great.
mean? Auburn's a great team.
Yeah,
Um,
there's really levels.
there's levels, bro. Florida Drake.
I have
Oh, you have
Maryland.
St. John's.
I have Maryland
Oh, you
St.
have
John.
Maryland, St. John's.
Yeah, I went St. John.
You have St. John's in the Final Four.
I have St. John's Final Four.
I have Florida here. The Cinderella story ends right here for me. Uh, I got Florida coming out the what region is this? West.
West.
Yeah, and then Houston, Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
I had Tennessee as well. My Final Four, you know, I kind of regretted picking it like this. It ended up being all SEC. Um, I have Auburn, Florida, and Alabama, Tennessee. And what's your Final Four?
I have the same thing. Or I have Auburn,
No,
St.
you have St. John's.
And then
So Auburn, St. John's, Alabama, Tennessee.
yeah,
And so then you have Auburn, Florida, or no, St. John's, right?
yeah, I got Auburn, St. John's, but I got Auburn to the ship.
So your chip is Auburn.
Auburn, Alabama,
Me too. Hey, bro, this will be cinema. Round three.
round three.
Round three. Then who you got winning?
Well, as series is tied 1-1, and only one team is able to get that second win. This win will hold more value than the
Hey,
other.
bro, come on, come on.
And my winner of my first bracket made of March Madness is the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Hey man, I love the way you're thinking. My winner is the Alabama Crimson Tide as well. I mean, hey, the people have spoken. We didn't coordinate this at all. This just happened. He got Alabama, I got Alabama. It must be true. What was the total points you had?
I'm not looking at my exact one. I think I put one. I think I put 187.
I put 185.
See, we think
Great.
we
We
think
thinking
alike.
alike, bro. It gotta happen, dog. I
We
mean,
think alike.
honestly, bro, if this happens, this would be like gotta be one of the highest viewed finals ever, right? Like
Yeah,
Bama
definitely.
Auburn. Come
Bama
on now.
Auburn
For the first time ever.
gonna be chippy.
Yes, yes.
Nah, that this would definitely be one of the highest viewed ever.
Now, disclaimer, Grant Nelson, I do not know how bad his injury is.
Yeah,
Did not play that second half against four. I actually forgot about that while I was making my bracket. Um,
I did
and
too.
that's why they ended up losing to Florida in the SEC tournament. Grant Nelson, the second half, he didn't play. Florida started pulling away. Just saying, things would have been different if he was on the court. But hopefully he's back in time for the tournament and healthy, not playing at anything less than 100%. Um, but yeah, man, Alabama, both of our bracket winners.
Yeah, just after the round two game, Alabama winning that, I think it just showed a different tenacity. And you go through this tournament, everybody wants to get here, but you get here. I think Bama is just more, what's the word? What's the word? I would just say Auburn is flashy, Bama is not.
Mm,
Auburn, they get and one, they going straight to the crowd.
right,
That the crowd factors how they play. And I think Bama's more of a team. We gonna make sure the team's good and come together and play collectively.
right.
Championship game, I think that matters more than the crowd. So I think they're able to pull out that win.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man. There was no way I was picking Auburn in that game. I got them to the final. That's enough for me. Um,
Surprised you took them that far.
yeah, they're a good basketball team, as I said before. But I want to talk a little bit, before we get up out of here about the NBA. Um, we haven't talked NBA for a while with all the college basketball that's been going on.
Yeah.
And, I want to start this conversation by talking about Shea going to the free throw line, right? Obviously, everyone's complaining about Shea going to the free throw line, this and that. And it made me think MVP James Harden. How many free throw attempts do you think MVP James Harden averaged per game?
Averaged,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 9 or 10.
His MVP year, he averaged 11. The year after that, he averaged 12. Now, Shea, what do you think Shea is averaging?
I know Shay's not at his is like 5, isn't it? 4?
No, no, no,
Oh, it's higher
no.
than that.
Yeah,
7, 8.
9, 9.
Okay.
Now, I don't recall the James Harden slander being as high as Shea's. You know what I mean?
Harden wasn't getting Harden was getting I'm praise might not be the word, but it was, oh, you're making the game adapt to you. You're changing how people have to guard.
Right,
So, but then Shay is just, oh, you're just looking for a foul. You're not
right,
trying to get real buckets.
right.
But I mean, it's ultimately the same thing. Shay just he drives the most in the league. His is he still the highest percentage in the paint shooter?
I don't know for sure. I know he's shooting like 53% from the field, 37% from three, 90% from the line. Almost 50-40-90 club.
Well, when you are the highest attacker in the league, you're bound to get fouled.
Right.
It's gonna happen. You're going to the rack trying to get a bucket, and I don't think he has some questionable calls, and he's a superstar. He gets a superstar whistle. It's gonna happen.
Uh,
But I looking at like you said with Harden was doing the same thing, if not worse, than what Shay's doing. Um, then you got people like D Wade who would Kobe purposely pump faking to get the player to jump into them.
right.
The game, Shay's just doing what has been shown in the league for a long time. He's not doing anything out of the norm. So I don't know why the slander.
Yeah. Everybody, every star has their way of getting their whistle.
Yeah.
Like Luca might be the worst in terms of looking for fouls all the time. Watching him more and more with the Lakers, and I also want to talk about the Lakers after this, but watching him more and more with the Lakers, like you can see how much he's complaining to refs, and now it's evident why he gets so many texts. He's already had 10 this season, hasn't even played that many games, like 10 texts already this season. So I mean, every star has their way of getting to the line and has their own whistle.
Now, what I will say about Shay, I seen this one clip of I forget who was guarding him, but Shay like was dribbling. He like locked his arm into his and pulled it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
stopped.
yeah,
That was a little suspect,
right.
but I mean, it's like Harden, you know. Harden was master in the game. Shay's master in the game. At game speed, a ref is not seeing you be able to hook and pull somebody into you. They just see you throw your head back with somebody's arm on you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not the best way to go about it, no, but you master the game how you master it. You do what you got to do to win.
We just talked about MVP Harden. I brought him up to start this conversation. Do you see Luca as a guy that turns the ball over a lot?
Yeah, he turned not a lot, but I mean, I'm expecting 3 to 4 out of him a night.
Okay. So what do you think James Harden in his Rockets years, let's say from, you know, I'm looking at it here, 2014 to 2020. What do you think his highest turnovers per game was?
Like 6.
James Harden averaged 6 turnovers per game in a season.
James Harden was the first player I ever saw with my own two eyes get a triple double with turnovers.
James Harden averaged 6 turnovers in one single season. That is insane to me.
Yeah,
And I didn't notice how bad it was until I looked at these stats. 6 turnovers, consistently going out there and turning the ball over 6 times in a row. It's crazy.
like every game you're going 6 or better, pretty much.
Six or better. Like six is an average. So he had to have numerous amounts of games where he had eight, seven, eight, 9 turnovers, bro. That's
No,
ridiculous.
that's terrible. Uh,
And I mean, Luca, his highest is 4.5 1 year with the Mavs. This year he's at 4.3. Um, I mean, but I guess you could say these guys have the ball in their hands every possession.
yeah,
Um, and they are incredibly great playmakers. But it gets to a point. It seriously, it gets to a point.
yes, nah, 6 is crazy.
6 is insane.
4 is like okay, like you don't want 4, but
Right. It's bad, but it's
4,
whatever.
6,
6, come on, dog. What are we doing?
and it's not even like Luca, his 4, okay, because Luca's throwing cross court passes, no look, trying to trying to read the play before it happens.
Right.
Harden he wasn't really he was off the tween. It's either
Yeah.
a lob or he's kicking it to the corner.
Yeah.
It wasn't too fancy. So
There
6
was no reason for that.
he was
No reason that he should be getting 6 turnovers a game.
you just missed throwing lobs or you getting ripped. Like that's all it was.
Right.
Yeah, that's bad.
Um, I want to talk when I talk about the Lakers. I want to talk about that game against the Nuggets. Were you able to see that game?
I didn't see the full game, but I saw some parts like the highlights, but I didn't watch it in full.
In this game, there was no LeBron, no Luca, no Rui, no Jackson Hayes. It was Austin Reeves. Gabe Vincent started. Um, I think Christian Coloco started. Dorian Finney-Smith might have been there. And I can't even think of the fifth starter that Dalton Connect might have started. So you can only imagine what was coming off the bench.
Ronnie played 16 minutes.
Bronny played 16 minutes. Jordan Goodwin. Um, some more guys that just never get burned ever. And you're telling me that the Denver Nuggets, fully healthy, struggled against this team? What's going on with the Nuggets, bro?
I don't, I mean, I don't know what to say. That's not okay. This game should have been a cakewalk for the Nuggets. Starters should have been out the game halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah.
Th-
And
that-
it took a huge
It took
shot
them,
from Jamal Murray.
yeah, like they had to seal the game. It
They
wasn't.
were losing. They were losing. They were coming from behind. 5 minutes left. Lakers were winning by six, I believe, five or six, something like that.
What I've what I have been seeing is I've seen a lot of slander on Jokic lately. Um, Jokic and his defense. Yes, Jokic is a triple double machine. He does everything right offensively. He girds boards, but he doesn't guard on ball well, and he gives up a lot of layups inside from just being lazy, not putting a hand up, not contesting, just waiting for a shot to fall. And
Mm,
I don't remember exactly this game, but I'm sure he has some moments like this as well, where he just a man will come and he just kind of like hit stun at him, but not really contest.
yeah.
And I being the five on your team, you gotta put a hand up, you gotta contest, you gotta control the inside. And I think with him not controlling the inside, it hurts the team, which is why a team with the third string Lakers on the bench was able to continue and stay.
Yeah. See, for me, when I was talking to Pops about the Nuggets, and they're missing they're missing the Bruce Brown.
Yeah,
They're missing the KCP. This isn't the same Nuggets team without those guys. And I thought that they would be fine without them. Christian Braun has stepped up a little bit into that role, but this does not look like the same Nuggets team at all. And a team that I feel like the past 2 years were feared in the playoffs. I don't know if teams have that same fear this year going into the playoffs.
yeah. I mean, and then looking back at the box score, they don't have Russ. They lose this game for real.
Yeah, Russ hit some big threes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is. I don't think this team has that fear factor anymore. And other teams watching this game, they see a banged up Lakers team's able to stick with you, and two-way contract players and all this are sticking around with a team that has won championships in recent history. That's not a good look.
Not a good look at all. Yeah, man, the league is definitely wide open.
Yeah.
Have you been able to catch any other games you want to talk about?
Nah, I really just this weekend I was on the college wave, really.
Uh,
Tur- Tournaments going on. So I didn't really catch a lot of NBA.
well, one more game I want to talk about then. Suns Lakers.
That was
Yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday. Suns Lakers yesterday. The Suns, for a team that has been given opportunity with the Mavericks injuries and stuff like that, they play with no intensity coming out of the huddle. I mean, from the tip, the Lakers built a lead and the Suns were never able to fully close it. Yeah, they went on a couple runs. It looked like it might have come close a little bit, but the Suns never were able to get over that hump because of their super slow start. And for a team that is fighting for a play-in spot, you're not fighting for a playoff spot. You're fighting for a play-in spot, and you're games behind an injured Mavs team. So you have work to do. There has to be some type of chip on the shoulder mentality coming into games like this. Like these are must-win games for y'all down the stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, the Suns team, there's no urgency there. Like they're playing like they have a set seed. And I mean, you could look at it as KD's done with them. KD's gone this summer. So
Yeah, KD had 4 points in the first half.
yeah, so it's like KD doesn't really care. Where's Brad been all season? Brad's on a no trade clause, so he feels untouchable.
Right.
So he's playing however he wants. And then D-Book, he trying. D-Book the only one who want to play.
Yeah, I mean the shots weren't falling, but he
Yeah.
put them up. He he put them up. I mean he did look like the only one that was trying out there. Um the shot making ability from Tyus Jones, somebody that on the Grizzlies was seen as like one of the best backup point guards in basketball. The shot making just was not there at all. He looked like a completely different player playing out there. And I mean, Jackson Hayes, you would have thought he was an all-star. If you first tune into this game, man, Jackson Hayes, I think he had 19 points. If you tune into this game with no prior knowledge of NBA hoops, this is the first game you ever watched, you would think Jackson Hayes is the best center in the league. And that's the Luka Doncic effect right there.
That is the Luka effect. And I mean, on the contrary of Luka being on a team where he can sit back a little, he said, walking to the bench, I've never been so open in my life.
Yeah,
Like he does it is it's still due to him that he's able to he can stand around and people will help off of him.
right.
So and this is still without Braun. So when Braun gets back, Hayes locked in, got Alex Lynn. They get a rotation down low. This is a scary team.
My early prediction for next year, my early hot take for next year, Austin Reeves will be an all-star. All-star Austin Reeves. That boy, I mean, against the Nuggets, obviously, we saw earlier against the Pacers earlier in the year. I think right before Luka got traded or right after Luka got traded, something like that. He was him by himself out there. He had 41, I believe. This game against the Nuggets, he had like a 37-point triple-double. I mean, and he's shown now playing alongside Luca with LeBron out, he's a legitimate number two. And then even with LeBron on the court, like Austin Reeves, there's a real big three there. He's
Yeah,
not just a role player anymore. Austin Reeves is part of the big three.
which is crazy because I mean, AR being a third option in LA, he's a one, maybe two anywhere else in the league.
Yeah,
So I mean, with them all being able to, they're not interchangeable. AR is a little small, but I mean that's really one through three right there. You got to guard one through three. Then you got a lob threat in Jackson Hayes. That's a tough team to match up with across
yeah,
the board.
yeah, bro.
So that's a scary team, and AR is still coming off that injury. He's not even fully back yet. He's still trying to get there.
Right. Nah, I think he's back.
You think
I think he's back.
you think he's 100?
Yeah, yeah, I think he's 100. Especially like after seeing him in that Nuggets game, there was no let up. There was no sign of any non 100%. And then against the Suns, he showed it as well. I think he's good. I think he's ready to go.
Another thing with the Suns, Nurkic, I don't know what's been going on. I think he had two games back-to-back ejections.
He doesn't want to be there,
He
and I
doesn't
don't
want to.
think they don't want him there.
No, yeah, they want him gone. And
Yeah,
the locker room's broke in Phoenix.
it's time for a whole new retooling.
Yeah,
Um, and I feel bad for Book. I
I
mean,
feel so
all
bad.
all time leading scorer, stuck with him through thick and thin. Do you think, well, I feel like if it was to happen, he would be the one asking
Yeah,
out.
I don't think, yeah, they're not going to trade Book. I don't, I really don't know if I could see him requesting one.
I don't know either.
I mean,
I feel
look
like
at
he's the guy that would stay loyal.
look at when he started there. That team wasn't nothing. And then he got Chris Paul, got Aiden, got a little help. They went on a run,
Went to the finals and never been back.
never went
Close.
back. But you would think, after going to the finals and then everything falls apart, that's usually when a player would try to get out. But he
Right.
stayed. They tried to bring him in some help. The help didn't help. But I don't think he leaves. I think he's a Curry type of guy. He's just gonna stick around with the organization. And it
See,
may not hurt
but
his career, but he will.
yeah, I was about to say Curry was winning.
Yeah.
There's a reason to stick around. I feel like if Book signs another long-term contract there and sticks around, he might go down as one of those really, really good players to never win anything. I don't if he sticks around for another retooling, I don't see it being quick enough I mean, and Devin Booker's not young anymore.
Nah,
You know what I
he
mean?
yeah, no, he's not.
So I don't know if like for his career, the best thing to do would probably be to get up out of there. Uh, but if he wants legacy with the Suns, then sure, stick it out.
I think if I'm Book, I'm seeing what they do, who we get for Katie this year.
Mhm.
Removing KD for sure. KD doesn't want to be here anymore. If you can bring me a piece that can get us back to that finals, I'll stay. But if you don't give me something that can benefit me, benefit this team, I'm requesting a trade. I'm gone.
What do you think the best possible trade package for Cade? Let's talk about some possible teams that he could go to. Um, Rockets,
Rockets, Grizzlies,
Grizzlies,
Thunder.
um, Thunder, man,
I think,
man. Yeah, the Thunder have a lot of picks that they can't use all of them. They got to do something.
and the
Um,
second, what's it called? The second,
Second
uh,
apron.
second apron.
Yeah,
They're gonna
they
have to
can't
start,
pay everybody.
especially with them all being young like that too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
rookie contracts over.
yeah. Who else?
Trying to think in the East who could throw.
What you think about Katie to the Heat or the Magic?
Ooh, the Magic would be nice.
The Magic would be nice.
Although KD would be nice.
In that trade, you're giving up Franz probably. Yeah, you probably have to give up Franz.
Give up Frank,
Um,
probably give up
like a Anthony Black,
Black, yeah. Probably give up Cole.
some type of draft capital.
Yeah.
Um, the Grizzlies,
The Grizzlies are like the Thunder. They got a lot of young pieces too on rookie contracts still.
but then you have to get somebody in there to make the money match. Desmond Bain would probably be the odd man out.
Desmond Bane's gonna have to go, unfortunately.
You probably go Desmond Bain, Gigi or Vince.
I think Vince. I can't see the Grizzlies giving up GG.
Then I don't like the trade from the Suns. Desmond Bain and Vince plus picks. I don't like
Probably
it.
go D Bane, Vince. Ooh, yeah, you might. Ooh, GG, you might have to go.
I think it would have to be Gigi to make the trade even worth doing.
That hurts. But yeah, you're right.
The Rockets, I feel like might have the best package. Rockets or the Thunder definitely gonna have the best package because the Thunder is gonna throw in a lot of picks.
Yeah, that
Plus, who's the guy that gets traded there though? I mean, J-Dub, Shai, untouchable
they'll stay
probably.
untouchable.
Chet,
Chet, untouchable.
untouchable. So you're probably looking Lou Dort. Um,
Try to go Ludor, Aaron Wiggins, and three picks.
yeah, you're gonna need more than that, I feel like, bro.
Think so?
You're gonna need more than that for Kevin Durant. He's on the older side, but he's still averaging 27 points per game.
Who else? Okay, who else?
Well, the Thunder do also have some pretty
They
enticing
have,
picks.
yeah, they have rights to some.
Clippers,
Yeah.
who else?
Um,
Sixers.
Sixers. Yep.
Um,
Trying to think.
Man, they made so many trades. Yeah, I can't even think of Suns. They gotta have some Sun picks.
Yeah, they gotta have some Suns because CP.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Um, yeah, I mean that
Even if
might
you,
work because of the
just because the value those picks hold.
just because the value of the picks that could they could possibly be. But the Rockets, as far as players go,
Rockets have like,
The Rockets and the Magic, I feel like
yeah,
have the best get back for players because you're gonna probably get a Jabari. Um, they're not trading
that
um
hurts too though.
Jabari.
That hurts.
Yeah, it does. But with I'm in how he's been playing. I don't know if it hurts as much.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, he filled that Jabari role, and
I
he's only
think you go like Jabari, Reed Shepard. I don't know. I can't think of anybody else they got over there.
Jabari Reed in the pick maybe two.
A couple, yeah. I think a couple. And that might do it.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that's solid.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see.
It is gonna be exciting. I do want to see where Katie lands.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the probably the biggest thing of the offseason.
You think
Um,
you think wherever he lands, that's retirement place or
I feel like it gotta be. I feel like he's 36 right now.
Yeah,
36. I don't see KD playing till he's. You think KD's playing till 40 plus? I see KD getting out of there 38, 39.
he said he told Grant Hill he was playing in the Olympics again
So he'll be
at
40,
39, 40.
39.
Yeah,
What if he goes out in the summer though? Doesn't come back after the Olympics.
I see that happening when
I
it
could see that.
when it gold retire. I can see that.
Yeah. That'd be very Kevin Durant.
That is a very KD way to go.
That's very Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I can see that happening. So,
Yeah,
ooh, I wonder if he'll go home, go to OKC.
that would be so he want to be LeBron so bad. Uh Goes to Golden State, that's his little go to Miami, returns home, give him hey man, I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
that would also end a lot of narratives, but well,
I
no,
don't know. I don't think it would.
because
You got
OKC is so
MVP
deep.
Shea.
Yeah, I forgot OKC deep.
I don't know if that ends the narrative. I think
Yeah.
the only place that I think if he goes to Memphis, I think that could end the narrative. The Rockets for sure. Oh, the Rockets would trade Freddie.
Oh yeah,
It'd
Fred.
probably be Freddie, Jabari, maybe even Reed, and like
Why
one.
not throw Reed in there? I think if you
I,
don't throw Reed, you give up 3 or 4 picks.
I think the Suns gotta ask Kai,
Yeah,
especially with the market now. Like Luka just got traded, bro.
yeah, that is true. Mark is hot. Yeah,
The market's hot.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be exciting to see how all this play out. But we got to get through the end of this regular season, get into the playoffs first. Can't wait to see how all this unfolds. Next episode, we'll go through our women's bracket. Um, but yeah, that's all I got for today. You got some words of wisdom for us?
I got some words of wisdom.
Talk to us.
We was talking about the cold at the start, and it made me think, not every day is a good day, but every day has some good in it. So you make the best of every day, even if it's not going your way. Something positive is going to be there, and take that positivity and just ride with it for the rest of the day.
Real, real. Hey, I love that from you, my brother. Hey, words of the day from D Watt. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Go look for the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. That's about it.
That's about it.
Peace.
Peace.